Well,
Welcome.
good evening. Different scenario right now. Not a full panel. It's just me and Joey K, the Egyptian thunder god.
I have consumed vanilla sandstorm.
Yeah, you ate him.
Yeah.
He ate him with his superpowers.
I am DZ, but on the outside I am Joey still. But DZ's pocket size. He can fit. He can wear me like a onesie,
like a little Groot.
Yeah.
Well, so basically, this is our first filler episode. Basically, so if you're watching this, it's because me and Joey K are in Europe. So this is actually going to be like 4 weeks in the past, 3 weeks in the past, but you guys are seeing it in 3 weeks from now, which is fucking trippy.
We're basically like Looper, those fucking time jumpers.
Literally. So this is just a dead set filler. Nothing too crazy. We won't go for too long tonight. Probably hit the hour mark, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. We'll see. But yeah, we just thought we wanted to sort of build up some content while we're gone for you motherfuckers, because we're going to be gone for fucking 6 weeks, and that's a long time.
Yeah.
Like, that's a long time, bro. Like,
it is. And it's like 6 weeks is for us, it's going to fly by because we're going to be having so much fun.
But for the fans,
you can't not do anything for 6 weeks. I would feel fucking... Even though we're not going to do them, I feel like doubling up for 6 weeks is kind of like, same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just we're going to be fucking loving it though.
Oh, bro. It's going to fucking... Well, how you feeling? It's getting close now. It's getting to that point where it's like, holy shit, it's like getting surreal. Like it's...
I don't know. It's like working towards a holiday or something. It feels so much better. I feel like I have purpose at work sometimes. Like, do you know how sometimes you're just saving and you're not really spending much because you're like, what do I do? Like, do I not do this? Or
that's the trap though.
Yeah. So it's just like...
That's the trap, man. That's what I hate it. Like, don't get me wrong. I love holidaying just as much as the next guy. And my whole life I've been...
It's the build up to save for those holidays though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you really have to... I was talking to a guy at work today and he's like, oh, he really had no intention of traveling. And I was like, bro, go in 20 days. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than the feeling I'm feeling right now.
100%.
Like, you got to travel while you're young. He doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have a mortgage, he lives with his parents. I'm like, bro, he's 24. He hasn't traveled anywhere. Like, just Queensland. I'm just like, just do it, bro.
Wow. But that's the thing. Some people just don't have any interest. Like I also get the travel bug from my mother though. My mother, ever since we were kids, we're going on holidays, bro. Whether we're going camping or to fucking Queensland to like America and shit.
Yeah.
But that's what I hate. That's the biggest trap for me in what I hate is like the whole... So my whole life, I'm working towards something, whether it's 90% of the time a holiday. And then it's like you try so hard to save. You say yes to all the OT. You do every weekend work and then you get back and it's like back to squat. And it's like... in 2 years, let's go to fucking America. Like, hooray, start again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so, like, the same repetitive shit, but I love traveling, though.
Yeah. It's like you got to work for it, like, but then it'd be good to just not have to work as hard to get such a little reward, even though, like, every holiday is good to go away, but, like, I don't believe I'm with DZ, like, we're not meant, and you as well, obviously, we're not meant to just work and be in a mundane life cycle, like, you know what I mean?
It's shit, bro. Like, I actually hate it. Like, I just want to be rich so I can just go, oh, fuck it. Chloe, want to go to fucking Japan for 2 weeks? Get tickets. We fly out like in 3 days. That type of shit.
Yeah.
Then different story, bro. Because then that's like you're not in... There's no rat race for you. Like, you've escaped the matrix then. That's like the true
It's just
dream.
kind of like you want self-sustained money where you can like do your own thing, be your own boss somehow.
Yeah.
Try to make it as fun as you can. You know what I mean? Which is easier in your line of work because like you can just do podcasts, this and that. Everyone needs to just I don't even know what I'm fucking saying right now, to be honest. I had a joint before I came, so I was just like
Joey K's a little like actually lit right now.
A little lit right now, but yeah.
You've seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, obviously, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like that shit glorified that lifestyle so much to the point where like every company was like, oh my god, fuck, like I'm gonna go fucking buy 1,000 like shares of Apple and be rich overnight and shit. But like that's the type of shit I want to be doing though. Like where he was just like to his missus, we're gonna go, even though he was being a fuckwit, like we're gonna go to Switzerland like tomorrow, we gotta go right now type of shit.
Yeah, it's just a shame you need to be on that level to get that kind of money because nowadays like fuck, you're just gonna make that fucking dough, But
yeah, I don't know. And then that's the thing. What's the goal for after Europe?
Well, I'm thinking moving to the city. Me and Tori have talked about it more, and I feel like
since the last episode as well.
Yeah, because we were talking about England and that, but then she's like, "You got a house share when you go to England. You're not going to afford because you want to live in London, right? When you, if you're a fucking local, you can live wherever, Leeds, fucking wherever. But if you're going there to live from overseas, London." But you're not going to get it just me and Tori. I'm going to have to house share. And I don't know if we're like both comfortable with that. Like, you know, and a lot of people are, but I just don't want to share it if I'm going to go there.
Like renting with a bunch of random cunts.
Yeah, because that's the only way you afford it. There's all other foreigners around the world that all do it. A lot do it. It's not hostels, but it's just like shared not hostels, but like you just find
Airbnb
people.
type shit.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think it's hostel.
Wow, how much is a rent in London?
I have no idea, but she just said some people are paying like $1,000 a week. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And that as well in pound.
And I'm going to go over there. I'm not going to be a Sparky there because apparently, if you're a Sydney Sparky, I don't know if that's
always dark over there. They don't need Sparkies.
No. There's no fucking lights in here, lad.
Like, it's always having a fucking laugh. It's always overcast over there. Though. They don't need like light bulbs and shit, do they?
Yeah.
Let me just do the So sorry, what were you saying? Why couldn't you be a Sparky? Like not enough work or?
No, because I don't think you have to reset a course. You can be a Sparky, but you have to reset a course and shit. But I don't know, like I was thinking about breaking that up and working behind a bar or something or hospitality.
Bro, I feel bar work you'd suit the bar work, I reckon.
Bar work would be hectic. But the thing is, you earn less over there. So you're paying $1,000. That's why we can't afford the fucking non-shared housing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So then now, instead of doing that, we've decided to go Queensland the city. Fucking the city.
Yeah.
After Europe.
Well, here, bro, wow. If rent in London actually is £1,000, that's 1,800 Aussie.
Okay. This source is Tori. She's usually good, but that may be wrong. I don't know how much it is, but it is that.
No, but I'm pretty sure she might be right though, because I'm pretty sure in England shit's like expenny.
Yeah,
like the pound is like, it's got a high value to it. So when you go, and I've been told by people who have gone to England that it's fucking hella expensive.
Yeah,
like people think it's cheap, but it's like not. Like it's just like here.
Yeah, we were looking, and you can get something for like 600, 700 a week in the city. Oh, not in the heart of the CBD, but like just on the outskirts.
Yeah,
and that's not too bad. But you just gotta. When we're gonna make that move, but we just gotta understand that we're not gonna save as much and not worry, not put such an angst around money. Like we'll still be able to save.
That's the whole. That would be the best though. If you do something like that, I feel like you then sort of have to let go of that attachment to money just a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do,
you got to live a bit, and that involves spending.
You sacrifice that, like you sacrifice a bit of money to live.
Yeah.
Like you were saying in the last episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to do something crazy like move somewhere out of your comfort zone and then you're doing the same shit you're doing here just over there. We can't go out. Like imagine living in the city
and not taking advantage of it.
And not going out to bar hopping on a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night, and you can just walk to your hotel, like to your apartment. Like that's the type of shit you want to be doing. So you sacrifice, a little bit of money to do that. I reckon.
And that's maybe going to be the first place if we do that, which I'm pretty sure we are. I think that's going to be the first place we move into. But then also, I think because then it's like when you rent, if we rent somewhere else, that has to be a year. So then I'd rather just do it first thing. But yeah,
I think the city, I would love to. Me and Chloe talk about it all the time. I would love it. I would fucking love it. Don't get me wrong.
It'd be easy with the dogs still, right? Because they're small.
Oh, mate, they're basically
inside dogs. Yeah,
they're inside dogs. The only thing, I just do feel bad though, because even though they're inside dogs, they love their running around and that. So I mean, even me and Chloe even talked about it as to why wouldn't you try to get the bottom floor of an apartment, not the top, because the bottom floor is the only one that gets a little bit of a yard.
Yeah. It's like Tori's apartment's right at the front corner, so it has its own little grass area.
There you go.
Like a little patio.
Yeah. But in saying that too, how sick would it be being on like the 20th floor, bro? Like just looking out.
Just hanging Daisy out to like piss off the side of the balcony.
You just have to fucking put fake grass and shit on the veranda.
I think it'll be, like I said, I reckon it's like good for your mind. It's going to be good for like your relationship, I reckon. Like my relationship, like if we did this, it's like if you moved eventually, I feel like you experience new shit together. I feel like it's more exciting, you know what I mean? It's going to be the same shit, but like you can go Imagine all the options you'd have to eat, to go out, to
Bro,
fucking
the bar, just a random little bars.
I love Nick's seafood in Darling Harbour.
Never had it.
Oh, bro, it's like this serves platters, bro, of like fresh seafood and fucking
Yeah.
so good.
I think it'd be fucking sick, and it would help your relationship grow. I reckon. Use it like.
Well, oysters are an aphrodisiac, so naturally it would help the relationship. You know what I
Well,
mean? Nah, have you seen White Chicks when the black guy's like, tongue's kind of big?
fucking what's that cunt's name? That big ass cunt. Terry Crews. Is he dead?
No, he's
okay.
alive. Yeah, he's the host of
I
some.
thought he died. Okay, yeah. Fucking hell, man. Bro, fucking. So wait, what are you up to in Mando?
So I've finished season 1 and 2, and then I got told by a friend to start Boba Fett because I started season 3, episode 1 without watching Boba Fett, but I didn't go all the way through because it starts the episode, the first one of like fucking Grogu and Mandalorian together, and I'm like, at the end of season 2, Luke Skywalker came in and took Grogu. So I'm like, how did he end up with him? And then I asked my friend, he's like, oh, watch Boba Fett before. And it's got the guy from Once Were Warriors in it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm up to that now. I'm like 5 episodes in of Boba Fett, and I love Boba Fett. I didn't think I would. I entered watching Boba Fett like this. Oh, it's just distracting me from Mando. I'll watch this. But then I'm like, I obviously liked him. I liked him when he featured, when you first watched Mando, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. It wasn't bad. But fucking, I'm just trying to remember how that explains how Luke... I mean,
my friend reckoned it. He goes, you can watch it without, but apparently it's all with the little stories, like knowing because it's good knowing other characters' stories as well fully.
It helps intertwine the whole shit that's going on because everyone's doing shit on their own while the bigger picture's happening, like the Empire and all this shit. Everyone's doing their kind of own thing. I just can't remember. I can't even remember Boba Fett, bro. Fuck. Yeah, well,
he's just like such a boss, bro. And that what's the Asian chick's name? His sidekick. I'm bad with
Fennec Shard or Fennec Shen or something. Fennec something. Let me have a look. Yeah, she's in the cartoon as well. Star Wars.
See, I haven't watched.
Yeah, Fennec Shand. Yeah,
I haven't even watched Star Wars after the second one, the Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, really?
I watched the first one and Empire Strikes Back. And then I hadn't watched like the others, like, or at least.
Holy shit! Sorry, that scared the shit out of me.
I feel like that was a demon.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, bro. Gets attacked by a tiger at Naples Zoo. That's what that scream was. Fucking hell, that was someone getting mauled by a tiger.
Oh my god,
that's my bad. Fuck it all. I didn't realize my thing was still connected to the.
Imagine just doing that on purpose, just like trying to like play the most sadistic sounding shit. Just like, hey, this is a guy getting eaten alive by a fucking crocodile. You know what I mean?
That's my bad.
What was I
so
saying?
you haven't seen out of the Star Wars movies, you've only seen Empire Strikes Back and New Hope.
No, what's the first and second? The second one is Empire Strikes Back, isn't it?
Well, so technically it's 3, 4, 5. No, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. But and 4 come out first.
The original one when Harrison Ford was a fucking mega babe, bro. Is that
the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's New Hope.
Oh, okay.
So New Hope is number 4, which come out first, and then Empire Strikes Back, number 5, which come out second. Confusing, I know.
Yeah.
But, so you've only seen those 2.
Yeah.
Wow. So you haven't even seen the crazy shit.
So when I started watching Mando, and I was like, what's the go with the fallen? Because you know how Mando starts after Darth Vader gets fucking overthrown, killed. Oh, he doesn't get killed, does he?
No, Vader, no. He gets fucking in Mando?
No. I'm just saying in fucking in the movie that he was in the Star Wars.
Darth Vader.
Yeah. What ends up happening to him?
Do you want to know?
Actually, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
Are you sure you want to know?
Yeah, don't do it to me. I know all the Star Wars fans are just like fucking killing me right now. But like, I did love the 2 that I watched. You know what I mean? Like, fuck me. But I feel like watching Mando, it was just after Darth Vader kind of like, you know how Moff Gideon was taken over. He wore the same. He looked similar to Darth Vader, and I was like, so to my mate, I was like, does that have anything to do? And he's like, my mate just reckons Darth Vader was like the most like epic villain hero at the time, villain at the time, sorry, that like everyone try to replicate him, he reckons, after? Like, you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But like, you don't really need to know Star Wars fully to love Mando. That's what I love about Mando.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. So, bro, even my missus
but it's
watched
made me want to
season 1.
rewatch Star Wars now, after watching Mando and Boba Fett. I love that realm.
Yeah. I just love how good it looks with like modern day CGI and animations and shit. It looks
what did you think
amazing.
about Luke Skywalker's? Do you know how they had to make him?
The CGI?
Yeah. How did you think?
Loved it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But people gave it shit, I heard. But I'm just like, but you're always going to have people that, it can't be him. The guy's how old? 70?
Yeah, bro, yeah. Fucking hell. Like, not just that, Star Wars fans are the biggest sooks in the world. That's one thing that you will learn when you get into Star Wars. They're always complaining about something when it's just like, enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, because it's one of the most fucking...
the biggest franchise in the fucking world. Yeah. Like, bro, that line of Luke, like Darth Vader, Luke, I am your father. That was like the biggest like plot twist in history of TV.
You don't even have to watch Star Wars or know that line.
100%. Not just that too. Why that scene?
How many times in life have you used it as well? I've used it heaps.
Bro,
but just like
100%.
Change the fucking
100%, bro. And not just that too. What made it so special is that George Lucas didn't tell the actors the plot twist. He never told them. They read that script like on the day of. So that's why they were actually like, holy fuck.
Do you know how smart that is?
It's genius.
Because
like genius.
I mean, yeah, because then their acting would come so much more easier to them, because I feel like if you're more shocked about the role, you're like, fuck. But like, I don't know, I feel like you'd act with more emotion. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not.
You put it on a bit more, like,
yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
You're my father? Oh my God.
Or it could just throw them off and it's like, fuck, I didn't know I died. And then he just can't act anymore.
All right, go again. Like, fucking.
Yeah.
Right. I've got this fucking cool thing I want to bring up.
I'm missing my prime, man.
I know, man. Fucking.
I should have brought 2 over.
Come on, Logan and KSI. We're low on stock, boys. We're low on fucking stock.
That green one's fucking the best, I reckon.
I like the ice pop. Have you heard of the mythical creatures called the orang pendek?
Why does that sound familiar? I don't think so, but I've heard.
So it's in like Polynesia or someplace, wherever. So again, don't know if this is all legit or not, but apparently there's like a tribe of like mini people. They're like this big, but they got like fur like monkeys, but they're humans. And apparently there's been sightings and shit for ages, but apparently they actually found in Polynesia like a gravesite of like human skeletons and little skulls and shit, but they're just like miniature. Yeah. And there's actually videos and shit on the internet of people thinking they're filming these things in like the water and shit. And they're like, they're set like knee high, but they just got like this orange fur like an orangutan. It's fucking trippy as fuck, bro. Yeah. Orange pendek. Apparently. I don't know how true this is, right? So don't fucking get your fucking titties in a twist.
Yeah, is it like Bigfoot? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except it's little foot.
but like mini feet. Like
little foot. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Fucking weird, eh? Like orange pendek.
Imagine like one of those running up. If they are real, right? Assuming they're real.
Seeing one?
Imagine it running up at you and charging. It'd be scarier than a big guy. Don't you think? He's furry and shit. Like a little fucking.
Do you just like punch it, or like what do you just kick it?
Do you get a bigger mousetrap?
Imagine that you're trying to kick it and he just bites your foot.
What the fuck?
You just fucking.
Bro, I have the biggest phobia of mice, bro. It's weird. No, but you don't understand.
I hate rats and mice.
Spiders. Spiders, depending on if it's a fucking big tarantula. I haven't seen a tarantula other than at the zoo, like in my presence.
Yeah.
But like anything else, I could if I had to, I'd go in a bath full of cockroaches
over rats and
mice. Fuck that. And when the mouse gets a bit too big, it's like, at what point is it classified as a rat?
Fuck.
Because I've seen some big motherfuckers.
Oh, bro, in the city and in Thailand, these motherfuckers are like the size of little chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Shit, it was fucked, bro. I hate rats and mice.
So I'm just like, and because there was this one time my parents had a caravan in Kiama, Nowra, Shoalhaven Heads. And we were watching, like me and my family would go down there any chance we can get. And we were in front of the TV and we were watching something. And I was on the lounge with my 3 sisters and we're just watching this movie. And I feel like this, nibbling. I swear on mum's life. This is honestly the origin story of my phobia of mice. So I'm literally on the couch and I feel like this. Like it's just like grab them on my shirt kind of thing. And then I thought it was my sister, right? But nothing was on. I was on the edge of the lounge. My 3 sisters this way. So no one's on that side. So I'm clearly like, this bitch is fucking with me. So I just got this. And she's like, she's like literally watching the movie hands down even. It's not even like she had him up and it's like suspect. She literally, I was like, I knew straight away. I'm like, that bitch is innocent. You know what I mean? And I look and I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't even look at my shoulder at that point, right? But it happened again. And straight now, swear to God, straight away it happened again. Yeah, swear to God. And this is like, I'm like 14 at the time, you know what I mean? And then I'm just like, it happens again. As soon as it happens again, boom, nothing, look. And all of a sudden, I just see like a little fucking bag. And it was legit pulling my shirt. And I'm like, I promise, Iggy, in one foul swoop, it reminded me of, imagine a cartoon, right? Like, you know, The Mask, Jim Carrey, when he has a dog. And imagine just like, and with what I jumped up, my shirt went off. I didn't even go. I was like, and threw it up. Hey, you bet your ass we had 2 double bunks. I slept on the top bunk, right? My mum was pissed off the wine she was drinking, right? Ever since then, I was seeing those motherfuckers hop. They weren't even crawling. I was on the top bunk, and at one point there was like 3 of them. I swear there was like. Please. And I ended up sleeping, me and my 3 sisters ended up sleeping in the Tarago because it was that bad. And my mum was the only one that was just too pissed to even care. She was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, there's mice. And then me and my sisters are like, these motherfuckers are hopping. You know what I mean? Like bro, it legit.
So she's just like passed out with this mice like crawling over her.
It's almost like she was having it. Yeah,
like a mad time with him.
And be like whatever. But I'm like, okay, like, do I have to get pissed? Yeah, but it's obviously other people are just like, yeah, it's mice or whatever. But I'm just like, for me,
that bro, I fucking hate
it. Fucked me up, bro.
They give me like the weird like
jumpers and in the morning, because like when you sleep in a car, we didn't crack the window enough, so it was just condensation inside the car. Like, it was just rank ass. But I'm like, but I didn't regret shit because I'm like, I was not sleeping in there,
bro. Fucking, I'll give you a horror story of a mice I had recently with a mouse. This is maybe 3-4 months ago now. I don't know if I told this story on the podcast before. I don't think I have, but it's in the backyard. Well, no, sorry. My 2 dogs. You should all know by now I've got 2 sausage dogs. I fucking love those dogs, man. But anyway, so they're in the backyard. I've taken them outside for their routine to go toilet. This is usually around 7:30, 8 p.m. And then we go to bed, get in bed 8:30, right? And then I hear I'm just hearing like a banging. Like that, swear to God, on the fence. And I'm like, fuck, we're getting broken into. So I've gone like rushing out there. And as I've gone out, I see my 2 dogs jumping on the fence, looking up, tails wagging, not barking, just tails wagging. And all I see is just a little scurry across the top fence because I've got Asian neighbors, right? And everyone knows with Asian neighbors, they've got bamboo and shit, all this weird shit on their fences for extra privacy. So it's got my fence and then another meter up of like bamboo that the Asian guy next door has put up. All I see is this little brown furry thing on the top of the bamboo just go scurry across. It falls, and I promise you, it didn't even hit the ground. Douglas, my older Dashian, the boy, jumped up and grabbed it. And
really?
Yeah, bro. Didn't even hit the fucking ground. And he just started doing the death head shake. Where he was
did it kill? What was it? A rat?
It was a rat. It was a rat. And he just went like that, shaking his head. The 2 dogs, the Daisy little one's barking.
She was like, yeah.
He killed it. I was very proud, but I was like, I started screaming. I've gone running inside, and Chloe's like, what happened? I'm like, there's a fucking rat outside. There's a rat. Like, are you fucking serious? I thought someone was fucking breaking in. You fucking, she's gone running out.
That's crazy,
I've got Snapchats of it and shit. I'm filming it. I'm like, good boy, Dougie, but I didn't go anywhere fucking near. I was like, Chloe, you got to get that motherfucker out of here. Like, I'd rather handle a fucking snake.
Yeah,
I like snakes. Like, actually, they don't scare me. Don't get me wrong. Getting bit by one would be fucked.
I feel like seeing one at a zoo is fine for me, but if I see one when I'm out, you best believe.
Oh no, you should, like, bro, because they're poisonous.
Brown snakes are the most common, right? And like they'll kill you,
bro. It's actually insane, like the bugs and shit we have here.
Yeah.
Imagine getting bit. I was thinking about this the other day at work, right? Because we're working in the middle of nowhere, hot day. We're in the Blue Mountains, bush everywhere, and I was like, fuck.
Perfect terrain for creepy crawlies and shit.
Bro, perfect. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, what if I got bit right now? Like, what if I actually, like, you know, drop something, bend down, didn't realize there's a snake there, nesting away, it bites me on the hand. I've got to get to the nearest hospital in like less than 20
And how do you
minutes.
know, like, it's not like you're not going to be the headspace where you're like, oh no, do you know how sometimes you can hurt yourself and you're like, oh, I'll just give it a bit.
Yeah,
Like
nah,
no
this
one's
is-
going, even if
Yeah.
it's not a venomous snake, any snake bites you, I feel like it's,
You got to go. Instant pain, like your hand swells up and shit.
you start losing feeling to your fucking hand and you're like,
And then it starts within minutes, like turning black and shit. Like it full fucks you.
and then you get to the hospital and they're like, this man's been bit, blah, blah, blah. And they're having this conversation, like full telling you the heavy shit right in front of you. And you're just like, he's going to die if we don't get him under in
Literally.
5 minutes.
And the worst part is too is that you have to have some sort of idea on what you've been bit by, because the only way they can treat it the best is to give you the anti-venom.
Yeah. And no one's
of
going,
that same
no one's
snake.
going, oh, it was like
Had a
fucking
brown
saying something.
spot and had a fucking 2 big yellow fangs and fucking bit me in the hand and yeah.
Oh, good. It's just fucking this.
Oh, it's
I
a
know.
diamond rattleback. Okay, thank you very much. It's like, oh shit. Like, it's like, I don't know what I got fucking bit. It was fucking
Yeah.
brown and it bit me. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah, let me go ask him, cunt. Just fucking fill me up with anything. Give me all the medication. Yeah, but
that.
all the Americans as well, they really reiterate that, because I know we have all venomous shit, snakes and whatever, but it's not like we're fucking waking up and there's a kangaroo out our fucking backyard. There's koalas and there's tarantulas and there's all the fucking... We don't deal with it that much, but obviously when I listen to Joe Rogan, listen to other podcasts, every time they mention Australia, nothing but good things to say about Australians like, all around, to be honest.
they love us. They love us.
Yeah. But just like think we're like crazy and shit and be like, oh, have the venomous shit, but it's just like, it's still fucked up.
You got to give it to Americans too, because they got venomous shit and bears and tigers and shit. Like,
And heaps of shootings.
yeah.
Like,
On top of it, the guns as well.
Yeah,
like
man.
they got it. Like they got it the worst. I
it's
reckon.
probably because the guns and all this other crime and shit is probably that overridden, where it's like the bugs, the poisonous bugs and all the animals over there don't get a good enough rap. They're like in Australia, we're all just like, hey, how are you?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this and that. If someone pulls a gun, you're like, what? What are you doing, mate? Fuck.
And that's why over there,
Shakes and shivs. Shakes and shivs.
That's why the bears are eating people over there, because they're trying to get back in the limelight.
Yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to get, the guns have stolen
Like,
the
hey, we're
limelight.
the bad motherfuckers.
Yeah. But they got fucking... I'd have a gun too if my backyard there was fucking bears and
Yeah.
crocs and alligators and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fucking hope I'd have a gun.
And if you live in Texas and shit, I can imagine there's some like fucking heaps of wildlife out there.
Do you remember- I don't know. If this-
Coyotes and shit. I don't know where coyotes are, but
No.
maybe Texas or
no, I think everywhere.
everywhere, right?
I think they got it all over. Well, we basically kind of got a coyote too. Like our fox is equivalent to their coyote. The only difference is I think is
Do
that
they look similar?
yeah, fuck yeah. I think foxes are a bit cuter, but coyotes will like full like attack a bait like a toddler and shit. Like there's videos on TikTok of coyotes in America running up driveways and like grabbing babies because they think it's like a small dog or some shit.
Yeah.
Not just that too. I think coyotes can also get together.
There was a fucking story that Joe Rogan told. I hate to always quote Joe Rogan, but I fucking love that cunt.
Yeah, well, he's a podcast goat. Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He was talking about how he's a coyote, a coyote that kept fucking with his chickens, right? Befriended Joe Rogan's old dog, Johnny Cash, called him, and befriended the dog, made him like think he was his friend, and then got him to he unlocked the cage, and all of a sudden he just like took one, like he basically let him in. Didn't do anything, and then Joe Rogan seen him jump over the fox jump over the fence, and then he just realized, oh fuck, I'm gonna eat these chickens, and fucking ate those chickens, bitch.
Oh,
And
so-
it kind of like, I don't know, I fucked that story up hard.
Oh, so wait, hold on.
if you listen to, you can actually cross check this and listen to it. But basically, in short,
Coyote
the
tricked him.
coyote tricked him into being like, oh yeah, and then boom, used him and then he got in shit because he was just like, oh fuck, like, you know what I mean?
Holy
like,
fuck.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
acted like his dog's friend.
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
opens a gate. He's like, yeah, they're mates. He won't do nothing. Then he goes in, thanks. He takes two
Boom.
chickens.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I think this is correct. Maybe Johnny Cash actually ate a few as well. But I feel like but I feel like what he's saying influenced him, kind of thing. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, like,
because he
fuck
never
it,
did
yeah.
it before. But then they started kind of on the
Hanging
other side of
out,
the
yeah.
hanging out. Then boom.
And his dog ate his own chickens.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm terrified of fucking that's what I'm scared of one day. Like my dog does if it like eats like a neighbor's cat or something. Because my neighbor in the front house has cats.
How would they go around cats?
Well,
They're kind of the same size, right? They're kind of sizing
Yeah.
them up. You can get bigger cats than
yeah.
Dougie and that. True.
yeah, but when we go to my nan's house, they've got like straight. So basically, at my nan's house, there's been like now maybe 10 or 11 generations of stray cats that live behind our pool at my nan's house because my uncle feeds them and shit. So all the strays, my nan's house is like the headquarters for stray cats. Yeah, swear to God, you can ask Chloe this, right? Every couple months, there's brand new little babies. And these cats have become so accustomed to my grandma's house. Joey,
you could do your own chimp empire, but it's pussy empire.
Bro, Bro, you ask Chloe, these cats come inside. And we just like eat dinner and shit like
wow.
like nothing.
It's literally like a little community of cats. Yeah.
We've become one with the cats. We've learned to live in harmony with these stray cats.
Yeah. And so, there's a lot of cats in Greece. Beware, it's hectic. Stray cats.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, when we're in Greece, remember this conversation because we're going to see a lot of cats. But like it reminds me of that, like what you just said. Like it reminds me of that because you'll be eating at like in Greece or whatever. Like there's cats just at the restaurant, like at the outside bits in the restaurant.
So
like,
I don't mind that. I like cats.
Not too much. Where you're like, what the fuck? All these fucking cats are just like
but it's
enough to be like, bro. There's like 10
enough
there's 10 cats or 8 cats in my view right now. Like
that's just like Sunday lunch at my house.
Yeah,
you can at least in your view constantly at my nan's house about 2 or 3
were they
cats.
hassling you for food or they pretty good? They brush up against your leg there. They let you know that you want
because
it?
they know they're going to get fed, so they just hang around. But when I take my dashies over,
do you just take your dashies over still?
Yeah. The little brown one, Daisy, bro, she literally chases them across the yard and shit, bro.
Oh, really?
Bro, yeah, I let her though because I want the cat to kind of swipe back at her to teach her a lesson.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't work. They just literally start fighting and shit. Yeah, we've got to break it up. Yeah. And then,
wow.
Yeah. So
Daisy's a little hard cunt.
She's a little bitch, bro. She's the smallest dog I've ever had. She's literally this big and she wants to fight
so
every
cute.
other dog, bro. It's fucked, bro. But yeah, cats, we've just become one with this cat community.
Are you much of a cat person?
Look, I wasn't.
Has that made you go into your nans? I don't know how often you go to your nans, but when you see them, they'd be pretty like, I don't know, they mind their own business a bit more than dogs.
Yeah, they're not
you don't feel like they love you. They don't feel like they love you as much. I might be wrong.
Yeah, no,
all the cat lovers are gonna, but I feel like it's a conditional love. Like you really got to judge a pet by after you die. I believe wholeheadedly that the cat is going to eat you first. If you and Chloe happen, God forbid, right? Let's just say she falls in the shower and then you hear something and you're like, oh, Chloe, you go run around and you slip on the rug, hit your head and you just both pass away, right?
The cat's going to eat us.
The cat's going to eat both of you. And he's going to make slow work of it. He's like, this guy's been sleeping for 2 days. He'll wait a few days. Yeah. He'll wait like 2 days and then he's like, bitch, I'm kind of hungry. You shit yourself and he's like, because you die, you shit yourself. He's just fucking like that, and then they're just gonna eat you, asshole. First, your dog is gonna be like howling.
Yeah, fucking.
It's gonna get neighbors over eventually. You know what I mean? I'll tell you my golden retriever done hand on heart. So mum felt sick at home and she was kind of semi fainting in the kitchen. Like she was just like kind of grabbed the bench and like went to her knees and was just like, oh fuck, and then like kind of just laid on the floor and was just like out. And my old man was the only one home, but he was napping. And then she never really jumps up on the bed much, but just comes in, starts like putting his her paw on Dad, and then he wasn't waking up. And then she's like nudging him. He wakes up, and then she runs out, and then he just goes back to sleep. Then he comes back, but jumps on the bed, and then he's like being annoying as, you know what I mean, like affectionate, like licking, and then he's like shoos her off, and then she goes out again. And then Dad just got up. He's like, what the hell? He sat up. And then after a while, she's like, comes back, sits at the door, and just sits at the door, like, kind of like, come on.
Yeah,
and then Dad's like, what the fuck? And like, oh, she might want to piss. Dad's like, she obviously wants to piss. When he gets up, leads him out into the kitchen and then sits next to Mum. And then he looked and seen Mum on the floor.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
How do they know, bro? That is crazy.
My dog, I am so in love with my golden retriever, bro. I know this is bias, but like golden retrievers, they're
smart.
They're the perfect family dog. And they like, even though every dog is loyal as fuck, like I said, this is bias. But like she is kind of like a human. I have photos of her just sitting on the lounge next to us. Dad was eating food and she just had her paw on his back, just like fucking, just chills with her, makes it so much better coming home.
She's
like,
adorable. What's her name?
Margot.
I always see her Snapchats. She's like
like
sitting on the lounge and shit.
But she's
such
a simple dog as well.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of dogs are like cute. Like Frenchies are more of a bougie, good looking dog.
Yeah,
they're like the girl with plastic surgery. The little girl, like, they're like the Snookies. Remember South Park, the Snookies?
Yeah, Snooky one, Snook. 100%, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
They got plastic surgery and shit. The Frenchies. Same with pugs, bro.
Yeah, but the golden retrievers, they're just natural. It's just like Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie's naturally beautiful.
God.
She's probably
She is. amazing.
In Wolf of Wall Street, I don't think anything tops in Wolf of Wall Street. Mummy's not wearing any panties. You're like,
I would pay.
Shut up.
I'd pay 50 million with a night, like for a night with her, if I had the money. 50 mil, easy. 50 mil for the best 2 minutes of my life.
You'd kind of be like in starstruck though, right? Like surely you're getting nervous stepping up to the plate. You're like, if you know what I mean, it's just that. Like I remember seeing her on Neighbours, and back in Neighbours, she was like a little cutie as well. And I was like, she might go far, but it's actually really impressive. I love when Aussies are doing well.
Yeah, same.
Even whether it's UFC,
I love it.
Or whether it's acting. Like
Anything.
Like my girl was on the fucking. She blew up after probably Focus. She did Focus with Will Smith.
That was a good
before he slapped.
Low key, that was a good movie. I reckon. Did you watch that? Focus.
I loved it. Yeah.
Me and Chloe have seen it like twice now. I reckon that was great.
It's such a crazy ending.
Yeah.
It's a crazy weird ending.
Fuck yeah.
Like that whole storyline is just like, bro. And spoilers, like it's kind of an old movie, but whatever. Fast forward if you. But he gets shot in the chest
by his own dad. But the whole time, you thought the dad was the bad guy the whole time.
Was his dad just giving him a hard time because it was his old man?
Yeah.
But you thought he was an evil cunt giving him a hard time.
No, it was because of his dad. Yeah. Fucking, did you know how Margot Robbie got that role in Wolf of Wall Street? You know that during the auditions, she said
was Harvey Weinstein involved?
No. But fucking, that's a whole different podcast in general. Yeah. But how'd she get the role? She knew that she was probably not going to get it because there was apparently some really big actresses going for it, and she hadn't really done a big movie prior. And come on, you're doing a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese. They're ginormous fucking directors and massive actor. Yeah. So she said she knew she had to do something. So when she was doing the line, the rehearsal scene that the girls were doing for that movie was an argument scene between Leonardo and the wife. So Margot Robbie, in the argument scene for the audition, they were arguing. She went up and slapped him, and actually slapped him. And apparently everyone just went quiet. And then Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio started laughing their heads off.
Wait, slapped too? She
slapped Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, really? Actually?
Yeah, actually, full contact. Like,
fucking hell.
Imagine slapping Leonardo DiCaprio when you're a no-name actress, like a little no-name.
But how bold though, and it obviously it was enough. It was enough.
Also, because she's hot as fuck though.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
If a male, imagine if it was a random male trying to make his appearance known, he just goes, oh, boom,
bro. He'd get in heaps of shit.
Yeah,
but it worked. It paid off because she got the role. I'm pretty sure
that was like a Will Smith callback, the slap in the face, because we're talking about slap in the face, and we're just recently talking about Will Smith.
Oh, literally, that's how she got the role.
I literally thought when you said slap in the face, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. He's like it's the iconic, like, if I'm going to slap you in the face, I'm going to Will Smith.
I'm going to Will Smith.
Yeah,
you're going to get Chris rocked.
Yeah. Like, no, but yeah, it's just, it is crazy, but because she's, I feel like, like you said, Harvey Weinstein, that's another podcast, but like, it's crazy that sex sells. You know what I mean? With everything,
always has, always will. Always has, always will. Fucking Dylan DZ made a good point about this type of shit. But yeah, even with fashion shows, like why with fashion shows and fashion, why are the women always half naked and shit? Like why? Like why is it never like just cool clothes and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like it's always that. Of course, even in games, GTA, the poster is always like some fucking half nude chick like on the little poster just to get like
cleavage out. This cartoon,
it's a cartoon cleavage, but you still kind of go like, oh, what the hell? Like just to get the male's attention because we're so simple.
We're so simple.
We're such simple. We're like chimps.
Yeah,
we're chimps.
That's why I probably connected with Chimp Empire. I'm like, brother.
You were sitting there.
I'm like, I'm like, done flinging shit at the TV.
Joey's doing it again. But no, we're simple, bro. Like it does, bro. It's fucking.
Yeah, it is crazy how different we are from females.
You gotta fucking love them though. They fucking, without them,
we'd be fucked. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if anyone honestly says,
I would have died.
You know, some people are just like genuinely. It makes me cringe just seeing like TikToks and shit all the time. Like there's this like, it's like they're trying to copy Andrew Tate, but they're doing it. I like Andrew Tate and I don't like Andrew Tate, but like they try to just go there, like talk shit about women all the time, and they bring them on a podcast to literally talk shit about them, and it's just like,
and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, and it's just like, but I feel like anyone that says they don't, probably fucking not run the world, but like without them would be fucked. You know what I mean? I feel like if you don't think that, you're kind of like probably toxic.
Oh, bro.
Like, you don't
Come on.
honestly believe it.
Say what you want about women. We're fucked without them.
A mate of mine was like, made the point the other day, and he was like, without us, like, you know, it's a man's world, he said to me, and it's just like, and I'm like, yeah, true, but well, what do you mean? He's like, oh, well, without us, infrastructure, like construction, who's going to build everything? But then Tori made the point when she's like, yeah, it's like saying who's going to be nurses or who's going to fucking be doing. It's like, just because a certain demographic, like a certain gender, do certain roles, doesn't mean you can't physically do it. And I'm like, yeah, true, but it would be harder, right? For like a bunch of girls. Imagine a bunch of girl tradies like scaffolding and shit. Like, just
yeah.
It's obviously going to be. But she was making the point where it's like, you can make that point about any kind of role.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but the thing is, right?
It's like, she's like, oh, no buildings. Tori's like, oh, we got no buildings. But I'm like,
yeah, exactly right. Exactly. Don't get me wrong.
But then she goes, what about a midwife? She goes, midwives are all mainly female. You get like male midwives, but do you know what I mean? Like, certain roles, I would like a woman. Yeah, midwife. I want a woman fucking help.
Yeah, 100%.
The kid.
100%. Well, no, because I agree. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all for the power of the man, right? But again, if women weren't around, what would be the point of a bunch of us chimps building buildings? Like, hooray, look at us! And then what? We've got like,
it'd be a big circle jerk of cunts just being
then
like,
what do? We just jack off, high five each other, then build the next building. We need
you need that connection, bro. There's nothing better than that.
I like coming home to a woman and shit like that. What's like what am I doing? Going to build a building all day and then go home and fuck my mate in the ass?
Yeah, it's like you're gonna play online on FIFA and go, do you want to come over after this?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Let me cheers on your face.
Fuck that shit. Like,
yeah, it's, I don't know. I feel like, it's just, but also probably we're probably the superior. No, I'm joking. Imagine after saying all that,
but we are the best.
I'm like, but we are like,
nah, fucking oath. I've got a cool little fucking point here. I've got a cool little Pokemon's point, but I'll save that for when DZ is on, because DZ is a big Pokemon's fan. There's a fucking have you ever heard of a fucking colossal squid before? Now, I didn't even hear about like I never heard about this until literally today when I saw the fucking video. I always knew about giant squids.
Oh, there's colossal,
but apparently there's colossal.
That's ridiculous, bro.
I'm talking like the size of like a whale.
You only get 2 chances at changing that name. Imagine if they had a monstrosity. Have a look at the next one.
A mega squid. Yeah. So apparently, the colossal
How
squid.
big are we talking?
I'm talking like
2 human, like two regular size.
Okay, so basically it's that big that it lives, they reckon, 1,000 meters deep in Antarctica. 1,000 meters deep.
That's 10 football fields.
Yeah.
That's 10 football fields.
That's where they live. That's how deep they are. Apparently scientists have been trying to tag one for fucking ages, but they just can't. So the only proof that they got, I think, of these fucking colossal squids is that we've got giant squids before, like on camera and that. But then with a colossal squid, so on the sperm whales, which is the biggest whales in the fucking world, so there's been like tentacle scarring and scars. So like as if something's been wrapping around these fucking whales, and there's even been reports.
Are they finding them dead, these whales?
No, they're surviving.
Them.
They're surviving, but they're even finding like ripped off tentacles of these colossal squids around the whales still, and these tentacles are like massive.
Yeah. Both those pieces of evidence definitely suggest you got the fucking tentacles literally.
Yeah, so
that's nuts, bro.
So scientists have been trying to dive and find these things for fucking ages, but they just can't.
And like, they can get down there, right?
Oh,
like nowadays, surely they can. They just probably haven't tagged one yet, right?
Oh, I don't know. I know that we've gone into the Mariana Trench before, but I don't know how deep a human's actually gone.
Oh yeah, true, not human, but you can send shit down there.
Yeah, they send like probes and that.
But yeah, that would be hard going 1,000 meters. Have you ever swam down? It doesn't take long for your ears to start to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was in Bali, I was swimming down, like snorkeling. I'd go like 3 meters, and my ears are already like, and you got to level out and shit.
Yeah.
There was this one podcast that Tori listens to. Like her husband, the main girl, her husband died because he went up too fast. Whatever that's called, you can get.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Swear to God,
like the pressure fucked him up on the inside.
But he was a experienced like diver and whatever.
Oh,
but he just happened, bro. And then he just died, bro. She fucking
Wow.
She already had frozen his sperm before prior, so then she full had his kid after he died as well.
Oh,
Inseminate after, because like they were full happily married, this and that. And she's woke up one morning and she said she felt like overwhelming, like she had this sense, you know what I mean, like this fucking thing where everything went like, you know, grey inside or whatever. And then fucking he had died, and it's not like, and he wasn't even fucking thing. So every time I fucking go anywhere past 3 meters, I'm like,
yeah,
I can level out, but I don't like the feeling of like blowing out, like, I don't know. And like, because I had a bubble in my ear once for a week, and I know it's a bitch thing to complain about, but like a week, bro. I just had
a little bubble,
like, yeah. And I'm like fucking, so yeah, I get full paranoid as I do shit like that. Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know how far those fucking. Imagine you're a diver and you're like 500 meters deep,
bro. It'd be impossible.
You couldn't, because what if you're in a mad suit though, like a. Isn't that
no? Well, they went down in like a little pod thing. I think when they went to the trench, it was like a little pod, and apparently, like the guy was even saying, bro, quote me, I could be wrong, but I swear there's like interviews on them talking about it, and the first time they did it, they were shitting their pants because of the pressure was that bad down there that like nuts and bolts and shit on the pods were like starting to like
that's
fuck
freaked
out.
Me out.
So they were like, okay, fuck, we got to abort and go back up, but you can't go up too quick because the whole thing would just basically like explode type shit.
That's like, have you seen 47 meters down?
No.
It's okay. It's one of those movies. It's not good, but it's kind of still fun to watch. It's weird. Do you know those movies that you know what you're in for?
Like a B grade movie.
Any shark movie.
Oh yeah,
there's the Meg 2 coming out. I'm gonna watch it for shits and gigs. I don't care.
Yeah. But it wasn't like
But like the premise is, there's these like cage divers, and 2 get in the cage or whatever, and then the wire snaps, and then or it breaks or whatever, and then they're obviously seeing sharks like, and they just drop all the way down, and then they just go into the depths, and it's just dark, and there must be 47 meters down. Surely more. Why is it?
No, 47, that's pretty deep, bro.
Is it?
Bro, fuck yeah. Bro, Olympic swimming pools, I'm pretty sure are only like 20 meters or something, if that.
Okay, 47 meters sounds... Okay, I think it is called 47 meters.
That's deep as fuck, bro.
I think because we just talked about 1,000 meters. You're talking about the colossal squid. I'm like, oh, nah, bro, everything has to be 1,000 meters deep.
This guy went 3 meters deep.
You got flatheads 1,000 meters deep. My guilty pleasure is fucking Frangos right now. Frangos is where it's at
because
for me.
of you, I went on Sunday. So we did the podcast on Friday and you were talking about it. I was like, bro, I want Frangos so bad. Chloe's like, I'm not getting fucking Frangos. I'm like, well, I'm fucking going again. It's like, you're only getting it because Joey got it. I'm like, yes. I'm like, he got it in my head. I'm like, yes, I want it.
That's the whole point, bro. Just send fucking, even the packaging. You see the packaging, you're like, oh, what's under there? You see the mayo popping through the other side. They always drench it in the burger.
Bro.
One time he looked up, he squirted a beer and he looked up and was like, a bit more, come on. Yeah,
bro,
I want to hear the queef of the bottle.
They go.
Oh, no, stop.
That was pretty good though.
Yeah.
But they sometimes do that much. They got to tell them to stop. And then why do they go right in Frangos? This would be a funny TikTok for any creators. Have you noticed that you're waiting for your order and they get your order, then they just go 47.
What?
Order 47.
Oh yeah.
It's like. Everyone's checking
there's no one else but you?
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're alone.
I don't know what the fucking thing is. It's 47.
And yours is 47, but you're seeing 74.
Yeah,
and you're seeing 31.
Just a little bit of chili mayo, please.
Imagine if they did the opposite though, like 47.
Yeah.
There is that as well. There's people that don't say it loud enough.
No, and then the guys that don't say it loud enough, there's always the old school worker who kind of takes the ticket off and then screams.
Yeah, and it's like, relax, bro. I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 meters away from you.
Yes, I've got fucking 47, bro. It always scares the shit out of me, bro. I just want to tell them to fucking relax, but I can't because it's Frangos, you know.
And it's fucking pretty quick though. I like how fast.
No, they're good.
But have you noticed the chips get cold quick?
Yes.
Like if you take it away,
no, you can't take it home. And
I always take it home, and then by the time I get home, I'm rushing home. We have to probably reheat the fucking chips.
You're full speeding. You're doing like 160.
You lost your license, didn't you? I'm like, yeah, but I got Frangos, bro. It's getting cold. And he goes, hurry up, go. He escorts me. Yeah, this man has a cold Frangos meal.
I agree. The chicken stays hot, but I get home and the chips are kind of like
cold. But fuck it, what am I saying? That's first world problems. I'm like, yeah, bitch, my chip, it's cold.
There's people out there who just like,
oh my God, they're like, what's Frangos? Yeah. What animal's that might kill me?
Well, fucking, what are we at, bro?
I don't know, bro.
51.
That went by like a fucking...
Bro, it's crazy how quick it goes, eh?
Yeah.
Man, let's wrap that up there. So this is going to be basically the first of the filler. By the time you guys watch this episode, me and this guy are going to be fucking off our faces somewhere in Ibiza.
We're going to be fucking get that golden European tan.
Oh.
Those who live in Europe or have been to Europe, you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about. You don't even burn, bro.
This is
You could be at a
nice.
beach. You could be in the sun all day, every day. Maybe apply once in the morning. But like, it's legit.
But
like,
you don't burn.
Nah. Even Adzi, the whitest person, or who's the whitest person in the group?
Adzi.
Who's
Hendo or Adzi, yeah.
Hendo, Adzi.
Hendo or Adzi.
They're gonna come back looking like Greek gods, bro. You're gonna think fucking, especially Hendo with a beard's gonna be like a tall Moe, don't worry, looking motherfucker. It's gonna be so dark, bro. No one
He comes back like red like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, Kevin, he's just a different, he's like an alien. That's how we discover he's an alien. He's one of the aliens. Oh, he ends up blue. Hendo!
Loses his beard and shit.
He's an extra on Mandalorian.
The sun just fries him completely.
Imagine of all the people though, Mikey and Bradburn. That would be funny as. It would not happen.
They're black.
Yeah, they're going to be like a silhouette, bro, by the end of the trip.
They're going to be unlocked characters.
Unlocked characters.
You unlock them at level 50.
Yeah.
You just can't see them, but they're just a black shadow. You unlock me when we get back to Sydney.
Yeah, fucking oh, I'm fucking G'd, man. Yeah,
Excited, man. So guys, we're gonna try our best. Even if me and you can just pop off these fillers, bro.
I don't mind these. I feel like not that we don't do this all the others, but I feel like the others have a bit of structure, and structure's fine. But sometimes I just like riffing, bro.
Yeah, this one's completely off the cuff. I only had 2
Like,
points:
kind
the
of,
colossal squid and the fucking.
But you just roll on. Sometimes I'll end up in a topic, and I'm like, did I even?
How the fuck did we get?
Did I even like make my point of what I was talking about before? So sorry if there was, but I love coming here and doing this, bro. Like genuinely,
and
I love how it's getting some traction and we're getting some listeners. You know what I mean? Even hearing you say that,
bro. We had
the stats on the way here.
Yeah. So one night, man. Thank you guys, man. Sick cunts, man. There was one. Well, there
straight
was
out
2 nights now where, and it was what was weird is I think it was like on the 30th of the last month, so like a week ago. So whatever episode that was. And then a day later, a different episode, 65 listeners, like 65 people listened to the episode twice in a row. So it was like Sunday, 65 listens, Monday, and then Tuesday, another 65. And then that Monday had like 10 or 15 or something.
And did it grow from there, or was it just 65 straight and then it would have?
No, it was like a spike, and now it's just like hovering at the usual like fucking 35, 40 type shit.
Nice. And I was like, imagine getting 65 people in a room. Even that, like, obviously,
and they're just sitting here watching us.
It's like I said, it's not good to compare too much to other people that are doing anything in life. You know what I mean? I feel like you're always like, oh, this guy's got this and that. So 65 listeners, obviously, it's not a big deal, but it is as well. I feel happy about it. I feel happy for you guys as well doing your thing.
It's great. We're killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people love what we got to say. Which is funny because half the time we didn't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
But that's the best kind of shit. I feel a lot of people can relate to some of the shit we say as well. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Can't know it all, but all I know is this is fucking the best podcast. What is it? Remember you did that little phrase?
The best podcast in the country, man.
Yeah,
the best podcast in the country. And I still stand by that fucking statement. I just forget to say it half the time.
To this day.
Yep.
To the day.
Because I got new intros now, bro. The fucking Egyptian Fun the God, Vanilla Sandstorm. You know, the intros are always changing. So, but the best podcast in the country is still the #1 slogan. So, guys, thank you very much. Joined the Filler 1 with Joey K. My little, I'm going to say Nidgelet.
Remember we said you can say Nigs, but you can't say Nigs.
We can say Nigs.
That's it.
Peace.
Come on, Nigs.
Poof.